you doing?
How you doing? That's Joey's best line from Friends. I love it.
What's up,
That's
everyone?
my baby boy.
So, you have your favorite host on the show tonight, I must
Big
introduce
Rich.
myself. But glad to be back. I know I escaped out on you guys last week, but I had a lot of work to do.
Oh, did you ever?
I came in, I said hi, and
You said hi and then you left.
I had stuff to do, but we
I was
got a lot done.
My baby boy done left me.
We got a lot done.
It was like the ducks leaving the hen house.
Speaking of ducks, I think that should be our drinking word of the night, is ducks.
Oh, biggest mistake ever. Ducks. I like it.
Alrighty, so...
All right, guys, welcome to Fishy Friday. We love hanging out with you guys. And remember, it's the only time I get to hang out and have a little bit of fun.
With your ducks?
All week long. Not with my ducks, with my friends, with my family. I mean, you guys don't understand. I'm doing 16 hours every single night taking care of Tracy, and then 24 hours a week, or a day on weekends. And, it gets to me, and I get, half hour sleep here, half hour sleep there. And, the nurses come in at 8 o'clock, and I have to have her changed, fed, everything else, everything ready so that the nurse can take over and take her from there. And then I can go in Monday mornings at, 8 o'clock. I'm done taking care of Tracy. I go in, and I can go to sleep for an hour or two.
Did you say ducks?
The problem is, we haven't said the word. The problem is, I get calls all morning long and I can't sleep. I have to actually turn off my phone and just ignore everybody, which I don't like doing. That makes me feel very, very bad. So, guys, if you got something to ask me, wait till the afternoon. Because Monday mornings, I get to sleep about 2-3 hours in a row. And that is glorious to me. I felt so amazing today because I went to sleep at 8:30 this morning after the nurse got here and I handed off Tracy. And then I went to sleep until 10. I woke up for a second and then I fell back asleep and it was 11 o'clock. I slept from 8:30 until 11 and I dreamt, which means you're getting REM sleep. I jumped up and I jumped in the shower. I felt so glorious. It was amazing. So, Mondays is my time to sleep. Please don't call me on Mondays. Don't ask me, hey, Big Rich, do I need to change my water today? Don't do that. So today's drinking word is going to be ducks.
I already mentioned that.
Now, why is ducks the drinking word?
I don't know. It sounds fun. Ducks.
Sounds fun. Ducks. There's 5. Drink 5. Now, the reason being is we bought these baby ducks. And you know what?
He bought the baby ducks.
Hey. Don't point fingers around here. Now, let's do the Tracy update first before we go doing all this.
Before you do that, we got one super chat before the stream started. I want to get it so we don't lose it. But we got our girl Ange for $15. She said, unsure if I'll be able to listen tonight. Sending now just in case.
No way. Ange ain't going to be here?
Hashtag Team Tracy.
Ange, you're here every week. Oh, I'm going to miss you.
Hashtag OFR rocks. And play safe, everyone. I'm pretty sure she whispered ducks.
She did. Consume, my friends.
All right, now you may proceed.
Okay.
The mama.
Here's the thing about Tracy. She's done so well this week. She has done... she's not been, moist where we have to suction her out more than ever. She's not been sick. She's not been nasally where we have to suction out all that. She has been so dry and so, on the ball. If I'm on the left side of the bed and I walk up and I'm like, hi, Tracy, and I rub her arm, she'll turn her head all the way to the left. It might be on the right on the camera. Am I turning my head to the left or right when I go like this?
You're turning to the right.
Yeah, see, it's mirrored in the camera backwards. So, but anyways, I walk up to her on her left and I rub her arm. I'm like, hi, Tracy. And she turns her head all the way from one direction all the way to the other and turns her eyes and focuses on me. I haven't seen this. This is amazing to me. And I have to test it. So I go around the bed and I go to the other side and I start rubbing her on this arm. I'm like, hi, honey, I'm over here. And she turns 9 times out of 10. She has been turning all week long and focusing her eyes on me. And, usually it's, hi, Trace. She may turn her head a little bit, but her eyes are staring off, Saturn or something. She has been so alert this week. I am loving life. She has been alert. My girl is coming back. I want to cry right now. It's amazing. Hang on a second. She's been doing really, really well. And she's, I talked to her the whole time that I'm taking care of her. Honey, I'm changing your brief right now. Honey, okay, I gotta do this. Or, honey, your shirt's dirty. I'm gonna have to change your shirt. And she's just amazing. She's been coming along so well. She's definitely doing better than Diesel has. That dog is so dumb. I swear to God, I love him, but that dog is dumb. He walks into mailboxes when we're walking him.
That he does.
But let me get back to Tracy. So she has been such a little sweetheart, and I've been asking her. She's been blinking twice, a whole lot more. Like I ask her every time I feed her, are you hungry, honey? She blinks twice. Do you want me to feed you? She blinks twice. Do you want me to kiss you on your forehead? She blinks twice. I'm like, do you want me to ignore you? She don't blink at all. So she's understanding more and becoming more coherent. And I tell you what, in this last week, she's been more alert than I've ever seen her. And that just warms my heart. I'm loving life, She's coming back. And, the doctor wanted us to pull the plug and end her. And Josh would already be without a mom. I'd be without a wife, It would be all bad. Why won't they tell you, encourage you to give them time to heal? The body's an amazing thing. It can heal, Why would they encourage you to do this? I don't understand. Doctors suck. They told me that she'll never be off of these machines, that she'll never, be Tracy again. She'll, and within 1 week, she worked herself off all 8 machines. It was amazing. I'm sorry, guys, getting a little emotional. It was amazing to me. And, I wanted to go back and beat up this doctor. This doctor was an asshole. He came in and he said...
Jar.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very passionate about this, Josh. He came in and he told us that, there's me, my son Joshy, my son Richie, Joshy's girlfriend, and Richie's girlfriend. And so there's 2, 4, 5 of us sitting there, and he came in and he's like, look, Tracy has brain activity, but she will never, ever be off these machines. If I take her off these machines, she will die. If she will never recover, she'll always be, a vegetable, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? Within 1 week, she worked off of the machines. At that point right there, only a week later, I'm not talking 3 years later, I'm talking a week later. It contradicted everything the doctor said. I wanted to go in there and grab that Dr. Kumar and just, what the hell is your problem? I'm sorry. But he had no business telling this family to pull the plug. He had no business. Because Tracy is a fighter, and she has fought her way back. That first week, getting off of the kidney dialysis, getting off of all the blood pressure meds and the blood pressure machines and the heating machine that was on top of her and all this other stuff. It was amazing. I was in her corner, and she was Rocky Balboa, and she was fighting, She was, they just don't know. So why would you tell us to pull the plug because she'll never heal? And now she's turning towards me when I talk to her. She's getting so much better. She is so much more alert now. I mean, it's getting easier to take care of her every day. I can tell what she wants. I can tell if she's unhappy. I can tell if she's hurt. You know, she has a whimpering face. She has a smiley face. She has a content face. When she's content, she's like, just like laying there like, okay. She's not smiling. She's not, upset. She's not frowning, but she does frown. She does cry. I can tell when she's in pain, and I can do something about it. Why would these doctors tell us to pull the plug, I tell you what, I've never wanted to beat someone up more than that Dr. Kumar. I wanted to show up and just grab him and just nail him, Look at her now, you were wrong. I don't know. It's so personal to me. I'm so sorry, guys. This should be a happy night. It is, and I'm happy, and she's being so much more alert. Even Josh has noticed that she's been more alert lately. And Joshy and Richie, they sort of, ignore things that's going on with their lives, and act like it's not really happening, but it is happening. And to see Josh come forth and be like, Dad, she's really alert. She's on it. That just made me so. I don't know how. She's coming back, guys. That's all I can say is she's coming back. And she shows more effort all the time, and it's amazing. I love my girl, and she's coming back.
Alrighty, so while we had the Tracy update, we had a few super chats. We have Jane Shell for $5. She said, name the boy duck team and the female duck Tracy. Hashtag Team Tracy.
Well, we did offer to, listen to all names, but we pretty much come up with names, didn't we?
Cheese and quackers?
Nobody's said this. I came up with this on my own, and I'm like, you know what? After the first day, everybody's saying all these things, and one person said quackers and something else, and I'm like, you know what? I want to name them Cheese and Quackers. I thought that would be great. So I told Josh, and he didn't like it. And then the next day, people were like, going on and on Facebook, and next thing you know, I get a message from Josh. It's kind of growing on me, Dad. Now we think we're going to name them Cheese and Quackers. Okay, so thank you all for offering. But we came up with our own names anyways. I'm sorry. Sometimes, you guys come up with better names.
Names for the ducks?
Yeah.
The ducks.
The ducks. Are you not understanding? D-U-C-K-S. Ducks.
Okay. Just making sure it was the ducks.
Just making sure that you guys are drinking along every time we say duck. That's a smart man right there.
So we have Jaden Madsen for $5. He said $5 for the ducks.
Oh,
sorry for your
thank
situation and hope the best
Well,
for
here.
you guys. Keep on keeping on.
If we're talking about the ducks, let's put the background on of the ducks.
The Mighty Ducks.
The ducks. Look at them babies. Now, people say they're small, but they are like 9 inches long, and they are, I had to take out the water because they are the dirtiest, messiest, they are filthy animals. They really are. So I put in the wood chips. Now it absorbs all the wetness, and look at them. They're at the water, and then they go over to the food. Then they go back to the water. And now they can't jump out. So they are amazing, adorable little ducks.
Can I tell them?
What?
About their escapee?
Oh my God. Okay. I made the ducks thing where half side was water and half side was land, and I put some little mini milk carts in there, milk crates, then about 6 inches tall, and I had land on top of it. Well, here's the problem. They were up on top of the land, and they jumped out. Josh goes walking out to the fish room or the pool room.
You know, me and my brother are having a workout. We're doing our little finishing. I walk out to the pool room, and I hear ducks. I'm like, why are the ducks going crazy right now? And there's one inside the tote going crazy because he lost the other one. The other one jumped out and is running around the pool room. The second I walk over there, he's beelining it for the pond.
Wait. The closer you get to the ducks, the more they want to run away. So Josh ran over to the duck, and he starts running for the big pond. You know what's waiting, right? So Josh...
We had to, dive for it. And I swat the duck.
No. Don't let him belittle this. He ran and dived and slid on the ground and smacked the duck away from the edge of the pool. He was inches away from jumping in to certain death. And he smacked that duck away and got up and picked the duck up and put it back in its tub. So that's why you see, let me put the ducks back on because that was crazy. Here's the chicks. There they are. Now you see that's a 24-inch ledge. They cannot jump out. They are in there all the way down. I had it about halfway to where this side was up on a 6-inch ledge and it was board. And then the rest was water. I had to stop all that. Now they're in, wood chips and they drink their water and they eat their food. So Josh saved the ducks today. Good save, Josh. Oh, my God.
Good times.
Dude, can you imagine if we'd have went out there and there's a duck missing?
Where'd the duck go?
And then, Brutus ain't eating? That would have been so bad. Oh, my God.
All right, we got Jaden Madsen. Welcome to the green team. Appreciate you signing up.
No. Let's talk about the green team. You guys, you would join in for the green team, and you get to see videos that we don't put out, okay? And there's a lot of them. We have, a bunch that I haven't put on there yet. But the thing is, if you put a $20, super chat on Friday night, we say thank you, and that's about it. But if you do a $20 super chat a $20 join on our green team, you get to now see background videos and stuff videos that don't work out as a full video. So we put it on to our members only. And, there's a bunch on there. So signing up as a member is actually better than joining as a super chat. Your name don't get mentioned as much, but you get to see background content that we don't put out. So if we can get everybody to join the
green team,
that would be awesome. And instead of a super chat and you get mentioned, now you get to do your super chat and you get to have all kinds of different videos that we don't show to the public.
Right, but you get this neat little icon next to your name, and it is a little more appealing to the eye. So when I'm scrolling through this chat, I see that icon, I read the
It might say there, talk there.
Just
yeah,
saying.
Exactly.
So
Here's the next one.
We got my boy Colin Doyle for $20. He said, "So happy for you guys. Love our."
How is this your boy, Colin?
Because
that's my boy, Colin.
He likes me better.
Oh, he likes you. All right.
He said, "Love our Friday nights together. Great names for the ducks," and he did say ducks in all capitals.
Yes.
They're nasty
drink up, guys.
Animals. Baby ducks are disgusting, but if you can last a few more weeks, the ducks will be worth it. Hashtag smacking ducks.
They are the nastiest, dirtiest things you've ever seen. I swear to God, I went out there, I cleaned the entire cage, and I have half of it full of water. I've got them on the ledge with some wood, and, they can walk up onto the wood. I put black felt material all over the wood so it's dry, and down here is water. I came out the next morning. This is like 9 hours later. The water was mud, yellow mud from poop. The whole black area that I put up here of material, yellow poop. They're walking on their poop. They're drinking their poop water and eating the poop food, and the food was on the... Oh, it was horrible. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? It was horrible. I've had to clean their cage twice a day for the last 4 days. It has been tremendously dirty. They are the dirtiest animal I have ever seen in my life. I really want to replace them. If I'm going to put out the effort, I want to buy swans. I would rather have swans than ducks. Swans will protect the pond a lot more than ducks will. So I'm going to find somebody to give these ducks to that can give them a better home to us, for us, or than us. And I'm going to spend the money and get swans because they're just beautiful. And Tracy will just, oh my God, she'll love them. The problem is they suggest a pair of swans should have a half-acre pond. We only got like
and they bite you in the butt.
An 1/8-acre pond. But I figure they will make that pond their home, and then we can have them a home under the deck and close it off for nighttime with a slide from you can get from on top of the deck, And having swans on the pond is the same damaging effect as ducks, but they protect it a lot more, and they're bigger than ducks. They will run dogs away. They will run raccoons away,
I'm calling the boy Larry.
Okay, here's the thing. Everybody has been saying stuff about the ducks. Trust us, we're not animal haters. We're not nothing. We love animals. So, of course, our baby ducks are inside. Stop giving us grief about they need a heat lamp, they need to be inside, blah, blah, blah. You need a cage to close off predators. None of that pertains right now because they're inside. Guys, give us some, faith that we know what we're talking about. I told everybody, hold up 1 second.
Don't talk to the haters.
I'm not talking to haters, but listen, you guys said.
Listen, Linda.
No, there were so many people that just tried telling us what to do, but you guys don't understand. I did the simple mistake of, oh, it's so cute and I got to take it home. I bought them. But guess what I did when I got home? I spent hours on the internet and did my due diligence. Okay? So we found out what they need, what they don't need, all that, and then we built an enclosure for them for the night. That didn't work out. They were able to jump out. We now built an enclosure for them with no pond at all because they're too young for water yet. But I have to put in their water and their food twice a day. Okay? Guys, trust in us that we will do what's right for every animal we bring in here. I don't care if it's a sloth or a fish. We will do our due diligence and do what's right. Your guys' suggestions to help us, that's greatly appreciated. But, I really don't think we're going to keep these ducks because now I want swans after getting the ducks. So we're going to find a good place to donate these ducks to, and that will be a farm that has...
You got to keep the names.
We're going to keep the names for the next ducks, right. We're going to find a farm or somebody that has a bunch of them already and add this to them and give them to them for free. My fault for going in and doing what I've told you guys not to do. Don't fall for this cute stuff by the door. Well, we were in a pet store, and right before you walk out,
guys saw my
there
face.
was these cutes.
You saw
cute
my face.
Little ducks. They were so adorable. I want them. And I did what I knew was against everything, and I bought them. And you know what? I'll eat that cost, but I will give them away to a place that is better for them, a big farm with a bunch more ducks and ducklings and all that, and we will give them to them and give them a good home. They are adorable, and they are great.
They're just so stinky.
They're so messy. They're just so messy. Poop everywhere. It's horrible.
All right, so we have Kathy Murphy for $7. Said food for cheese and quackers. Go Team Tracy. Love you guys, Josh and Rich.
Dude, Cheese and Quackers is a great name, I think. Love you, Kathy. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome. But Cheese and Quackers, that's a great name. And you know what? I got that from somebody else said Quackers and something.
You said that.
And I'm like, cheese and crackers. Crackers and cheese. Let's make them quackers and cheese, you know? And that was, I came up with these names, and, you know, I wish I could give somebody else, you know, credit for it, but I think it's a great name. I was going to name them Greg and Carla just because of Greg Woodstock and his wife, but cheese and quackers sounds better. I like it.
All right, so we have Brian Kolb for $5. Said, love what you do for those beautiful fish. Visiting the rescue is on my bucket list.
Is it? Awesome, awesome. You know what? We welcome everybody. You know, get a hold of us and schedule a visit, and we'll be good. Josh?
We have Eric Heddick for $5. He said, glad to hear all is well with the indoor pond. Duck, duck.
I think that means drink, drink.
And then we have Eric Heddick again for $5.
No way.
He said, Paul Cafaro has a perfect home for the ducks.
Yeah, well, you know.
And then there's someone else that said, 4 days and you already want to get rid of them?
Yeah. Have you ever had ducks? They poop more in a day than you do in a month.
More than plecos.
And then they walk in it. I don't know who's calling me, but put me on airplane mode, Josh. My bad. They walk in it, and then they mash it up, and then in the water it gets wet and it turns to yellow water. Then they drink that. Are you crazy? Stop drinking the poopy water. And they're like, wank, 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 wank. And they drink the poopy water, and then they eat the food, and they drink the poopy water. Stop! I'm trying to clean their cage. They are the dirtiest animals I have ever seen in my life. And I've had many exotic animals. I've had wolves, skunks. What else we had, Josh? 14-foot reticulated pythons, servals, wallabies, black panthers. We've had it all. And I've never seen anything as dirty as ducks. They eat their own poop water. It's crazy. It's crazy.
We got Salford Lad said, Josh, sad to see what happened to the tiger. Oh, my thing just jumped on me. I lost it. Give me a second, I'll find it again. Oh, man. I was in the middle of reading it.
And it jumped.
Said, maybe not. I think I lost it, guys.
You know what? Greg Woodstock's going to be here tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I might offer him the ducks. He can take them back to his thing with him. He's driving straight to Chicago.
It's possible.
And he can have the Peking ducks on his property.
It's possible.
Should we offer them to Greg Woodstock? I mean, he has given us so much, you know. So I'm gonna, you know, of course I'm gonna offer him tomorrow, and we'll see. He might not want them because he's got these Canadian ducks freaking frack that come in every year. But that's at his house.
With the house.
Yes. Well, he can't sell them. They come into that pond every year, and if he sells the house, they're going to still keep coming to that pond. You know. So he didn't sell them.
He usually brought them inside in the winter.
No, he didn't. Nope.
Pretty
nope.
sure he did.
Nope. For sure he didn't. Absolutely not.
Pretty sure he did.
He'll be here tomorrow. You can ask him.
We'll ask him.
$5?
Because I remember we went to Greg's thing and he had this little enclosure set up for the ducks that came inside. And they were inside during the winter time because they were Harlequin Welsh ducks.
No, they were Canadian geese.
They were Harlequin Welsh ducks.
We'll see tomorrow morning.
Let's make it $10.
Greg's going to be here in the morning. All right. Here, talk to the hand.
All right. We have Metalhead Prime for $20. Oh Jesus! Duck, 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 duck.
Oh, everybody's getting drunk.
Just getting everybody caught up. Duck, 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 duck. Hashtag Team Tracy. Duck.
Colin, come on now.
That was Metalhead.
Oh, that was Metalhead?
Yes.
Metalhead. Come on, you gotta have some sense to you, son. People can't keep up with you now.
All right.
Con Worker 1 says, yes, they are dirty as hell.
We got Life of Jay for $15 said, I would love to go visit my favorite YouTubers and see those amazing fish and enjoy a drink with you guys.
Here's to you, brother. All right, Josh. Let's move on to the topic at hand. You got a beautiful GATF. You bought, you went and picked it up, and you spent hours driving. How long of a drive was it?
About an hour.
An hour there, half hour there, hour back.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was a beautiful fish. 2 foot, 24 inch long, Goliath African Tiger Fish, GATF. That thing was amazing looking.
Yep.
We brought it home and we acclimated it to our water over, what, an hour, hour and a half?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more.
Okay. And then we decided not to put it into our quarantine tank because it was small. And we didn't want him freaking out and bashing himself into the thing. But our last GATF we had for how many years? Lived in the 4,400. And he got up to almost 30 inches and we had to get rid of him. We gave him to a public aquarium. He started eating our fish. So we had to get rid of him. But why would we not think that the next one would be just fine in there, right? The problem was we acclimated him for a long time and then we put him directly into the 4,400. Problem was he came from a tank where he was with no fish.
Just some stingrays.
Right. So then all these other fish are like freaking him out. Very, what do they call it? Schizophrenic fish?
Skittish.
Skittish. Thank you. Very skittish fish. And a lot of people don't realize skittish fish die from this. They don't get it. Like, you get an armatus, and then you put it into a tank with fish, and all of a sudden, he's freaking out, and he ends up dying because there's too much commotion. Well, in our situation, we thought our last one, which was 30 inches, got along fine in the 4,400. We're going to put this one straight into our best water, our 4,400. You know, that gets the freshest water, and he would do good. He did not do good. By the next day, he was staying up at the top of the tank in the corner. And that's a sure sign that somebody's picking on you or you're nervous and scared. You know what I'm saying? So we looked and there was no bite marks on him. There was no, scales missing. There was nothing. He was just staying up there. So we knew he was nervous. So our last ditch effort was to take him out of there, and we should not have been able to catch him this easily. He stood there and we put a net under him and just scooped him. And he come along, he did not fight at all. He was that far gone already. So we took him and we put him into our stingray pond where, that's basically like the way he came from. And we put him in there. We came out in the morning and he was dead. This poor fish was an exquisite, amazing creature. And basically, Ohio Fish Rescue killed him. And we still don't know how or why, other than he's skittish and nervous, and they die very easily. Just like Rod from Predatory Fins tried moving an Atlantic tarpon from California, and he was 30 inches. They got about maybe 20 miles, and that fish was dead. Just from the freaking out of being in a new enclosure, never leaving his home. It's skittishness. These big fish do die from this. So, we had to go through the hardship. We got this, finally got our beautiful, awesome Goliath Tiger Fish, we're going to replace it. Ever since we gave our last one to the public aquarium, we regretted it and we wanted another one. And Josh's favorite fish is the GATF. So, with that being said, we lost this guy. And that was money Josh lost because he bought it. It wasn't a donation. Josh bought this fish. And we have to live with the fact that he died under our hands, which is horrible. So, life goes on. A few days later, we get a package in the mail. Guess what? We open up this package. Now, Josh was at work, so I had to open the package. And I've got the video. I haven't released it yet. I've got the video. I've opened this package. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but, we seldom sometimes get packages here that we don't know that are coming. And all of a sudden, I open it up and I pull out a bag and it's
an angry minnow.
It's an angry minnow. It's a Goliath African tiger fish, about 8 inches, and he's as big around and fat as my thumb. He's a big, fat, healthy boy. So I call Josh at work, tell him that, it's in, blah, blah, blah. And we both agreed that the best place to put it is into the 180, where there's nothing but plants and all that. And we put him in there, and he's doing great as of today. He is doing great. But being that small, you should feed them live fish, but we don't feed live fish. We're trying to get him onto the shrimp. So we've got everything else eating shrimp in there, and there's hardly any other fish in there. There's I think 6 angels. Mm-hmm. And they're eating the shrimp, brine shrimp. We feed them first. And then we put in real shrimp for the GATF. He hasn't eaten yet, but he's a big, fat, healthy boy. So we're going to try and get him. He could be a girl.
But
that came from, one of our followers just decided, I want to donate to Josh.
Patrick Reynaud, I think is his last name.
Patrick Reynaud. He just sent it to us. He didn't ask us.
Which he's actually in here in the chat tonight.
Is he?
Con Worker 1.
Con Worker 1 has sent this fish to us. And this is a big, beefy, healthy GATF. Amazing. Con Worker 1, if you can tell us where you got it from, we'd like to buy a second one from that store because he's so healthy. He's so fat. He's so big, For being, 7 inches long, he's about an inch tall. He is thick. He is the most remarkable specimen I've seen as a baby GATF ever. So if that store has more, I'd like to buy 1 or 2 more myself to add to Josh's, GATF tank. So thank you. You are amazing that you cared enough about Joshy that you wanted to send this.
I want to buy you a beer.
Right. Well, that's a lot cheaper than a fish. Buy him a shot at least.
I'll buy him shots all night long.
All night long, brother.
Well, yes, it was a nice surprise because I'm not used to being the one.
No, you were in tears. Now, you don't want me to say this, but you were in tears when we lost the big guy. And I didn't show it on video, okay? But you were in tears.
It sucks losing a fish that you like.
Yes, and then you came home, and I told you there is a GATF out there, and you were like, and you ran out to the fish room.
For me?
You ran to the fish room, and you were looking everywhere. I'm
I
like,
couldn't find it.
It's over here. Oh my God, he was so full of joy. You don't understand the joy that you spread just by doing that. That's amazing.
My little angry minnow.
Angry minnow. I love that.
All right, so we have Omar Acevedo, and I remembered how to say your name. For $5, he said, "Big Rich, I'm sending all of my ducks to you. Ohio Duck Rescue, ODR."
No. Them are the dirtiest animals on the planet. I swear to God. He's kidding, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm going to give these to Greg tomorrow when he's here, and you guys will see the video. Greg Woodstock and Ed Ballou is coming tomorrow, and they're going to do an update of all the ponds and everything, and I'm going to give him these ducks for his ponds.
Oh, he's going to be so shocked.
And not if he sees this.
It's frickin' Frack reincarnated.
Frickin' Frack, that's what he called his ducks.
Yeah.
That he sold his house, and frickin' Frack stayed there. So we're giving him frickin' Frack, the new ducks. And you know what? He can clean up after him.
He's not going to clean after him. He's going to pay someone else to clean after him. I feel bad for his assistant.
Do never, ever, ever go and apply for Greg Woodstock's assistant job, because you will be cleaning up duck poop.
All right.
I am JC says, Big Rich got the buyer's remorse on those ducks. Listen, they got me. They saw me coming, okay? They put the ducks right by the exit door. So after I was done shopping in the pet store and I got everything I need, I go up to the counter to ring up, and they got these cute little ducks there. They got me. They got me. They're adorable. I have to get them. These are the dirtiest dang animals you've ever seen in your life. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Twice a day you have to clean their cage. It's crazy. Like 3 times a day you have to feed them. It's horrible. I've got, other things I have to do. I don't need all this. So you are right. You are correct. They saw me coming. They got me. And just to prove the fact that I tell everybody, do your due diligence before buying a certain fish or whatever, it just shows that you run into something you think is adorable, you want to buy it, you buy it and then do your due diligence and find out you shouldn't have ought to bought it. This is the situation. It happens to anybody, even seasoned people like myself.
You got ducked.
I got.
You got ducked.
I got ducked. Oh my goodness. They are so adorable though. Here, let me put the ducks back up. Because they are so dang adorable.
Melissa said Reaper tried to stop you.
Reaper tried. He did. But look, can you stop this? Look how cute that is. Look, I just put in the water and the food for them, and they start they're chirping. Now they're going over. They're going to go over. Look, they're at the food. Oh, chirp, 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 chirp. Oh, they're at the water. Oh, look at that. Now they got to get some food. They're going to go back to the food. They got their water. Wait. Look at how cute. Them things are so dang adorable. Oh, now they're at the food. Then they get the food. Then they go back to the water. They're so adorable. And it's nothing but chirp, 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 chirp all day long. It's amazing. Yeah, they saw me coming and they got me. Even seasoned veterans fall for this kind of stuff all the time.
All right, let's get some questions in the comments. If you guys have a question, submit it and I will try to read it. I can't get to them all, but I will do my best.
Where we at?
Yeah, this keeps jumping bad. Salford Lad says, Josh, has the goonch eaten yet? Really want to know. The goonch has not eaten yet. We have not been able to get him to eat.
We have not gotten him to eat.
But the tigrinus has. It's in the same tank, and every other fish in that tank that's quarantining with them, they have all eaten. The goonch has not.
Can I interject here?
It took the jowl almost 3 months.
3 months, and then he started eating. I thought we were going to lose the jowl. And then all of a sudden, Josh got him eating, and I'm like, yes. I was so happy because I love the jowl cat. let me explain this. Now, you all love to hear the Tracy update, right? You all wait every week to see the Tracy update. Well, here's the problem. Tracy's family, they are called the Loomises. When I met them, I didn't know that Tracy lied to me. And you know, she was telling me that she got thrown out of her house. And I'm like, well, of course you can stay with me, baby. She was lying about her age. Okay? I didn't know all this. All I knew was her sister and her didn't talk for a few years that she lived with me. So I throw her 21st birthday at my house. And my gift to her was to talk to all 5 of her sisters and talk to them and get them to show up. I wanted her to be involved with her family, right? And so I talked to them. Now, one of them shows up. This girl named Kelly. She shows up, and I come out of the kitchen carrying this birthday cake saying, you know, she's 21. 2 and a 1 was on fire. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm giving her a birthday cake. She goes, she's only 18. Now, mind you, I've been with her for 2 years. She lied to me about her age. She wasn't thrown out of her house. She did not have, you know, someplace else that she couldn't go. She could have went home because her mother wanted her to come home. But she lied to me and told me that she got thrown out. She lied to me and told me she was 18. So she was with me for 2 years or 3 years, and then find out I'm throwing her 21st birthday party where she's allowed to drink and all that stuff. Finds out she just turned 18. So I've been with her since she was 15. She's lied to me the entire time. I could have went to jail for this. So she's been living with me all this time, 3 years now, and I find out she's only 18. Her sister is the one that busted on her, and her sister, you know, Kelly, she was an ignorant POS, okay? She was just wrong. She kept on fighting us. She kept on trying to break us up. She's trying to all this stuff. So Tracy was with me. We've been together 30 years now, 33 years or something. It's 2021. I've been with her since 88. You know what I'm saying? So I divorced her in 95. Something she did. But anyways, you know, so her sister's trying to do all this dumb stuff. So all this time, I'm hearing that her sister hates me. You know, her family blames me for her leaving and all this stuff, and she don't talk to none of her family. 5 years later, I try and get a hold of them and try and get them to come over for her birthday. I'm trying to do what would make my wife happy, right? They show up and they totally throw me under the bus. You know, you're an asshole. You keep her from us and blah. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've never kept her from anybody. That year, Tracy cheated on me. And I divorced her. She lived with somebody else for like a year. And in that year's time, if she wanted to be with her family, she would have been. But there was many reasons she did not want to be with them no more. Did not want to talk to them. And her sister blames me, saying I'm the one that kept her away. I never kept her away from her family. So, turns out, her sister, this is some crazy stuff. Her sister is the younger sister of her older sister. Her older sister had 2 kids with this guy named Carl. And now, Carl cheated on his wife with the younger sister, Kelly. So now these 2 kids that were born by Carl and, what was her name? Kim, I think? Were now left to be, are you my aunt or are you my mom? You know what I'm saying? Well, it turns out later on we find out that Carl actually raped my wife Tracy at 11. And I wanted to kill him. So I went looking for him when I found this out, and I'm going to kill him. I showed up at his house. The day I showed up at his house, he ended up getting shot at some store and died, right by our house. So it was all bad. I've kept Tracy with me since. I've not remarried her, but I have, if you want to be a good mom, be here with us. You can, raise our kids. I will never cheat and I will never lie, blah, blah, blah. But I will never believe you, So there was an animosity there. But Tracy wrote off her family. And here's the thing. I put out an olive branch when all this happened to Tracy last year to the Loomis family. And I'm like, look, if you want to see Tracy, if you want to hang out with Tracy, if you want to, whatever, here's my olive branch. I will accept your calls. Here's my number. Here's everything. 2 people got a hold of me from the Loomis family. One, her sister. And all of a sudden, she just starts screaming at me that I've kept her from her family this whole time. And, I'm an a-hole, all this stuff. And I ended up hanging up on her. If I was keeping her from her family, that whole year she didn't live with me, if she wanted to get back with her family, she would have.
Let's rope this back into the live stream.
We're going to. So, the next person that gets hold of me is Tanya, her niece. And she remembers Tracy as a good person and blah, blah, blah. And she wants to come see Tracy. And I offered her, sure, come on over, see Tracy. But now, mind you, at this time, I'm fighting for Tracy to come home from the hospital, and they would not let me. And then finally, I get Tracy released home to me by doing 12-hour class and a 4-hour class, and I had to learn how to do her trach and all this other stuff. And I did all this, and I get her to come home with us. At this point, her niece is still talking to me, but has not showed up once and helped me. Now, since July 9th of last year, I've been taking care of Tracy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you know how hard that is to work that many hours every single day? You learn to sleep 15 minutes at a time, half hour at a time, and you go on with your life. These people had the audacity to contact me and say that I'm keeping Tracy from them. You know what? Here's to you, Loomis family. You should show up at any time and help me take care of your sister, your aunt, whatever. If you wanted to show up and help, you would. I put out the olive branch. You know what? I've done it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for a year, and now we just got nurses. And I got a nurse coming here 8 hours a day from Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 4 every week. And then I take care of Tracy 24 hours a day on weekends. If any of you Loomises want to help, you're more than welcome. If you want to prove that you're more than garbage that I've been taught that you are, you're more than welcome to help. You're not showing up now. You're not showing up when we were together forever. You're not showing up. You just blame me that I don't let you see Tracy. I'm asking you to come and help take care of Tracy. You're not doing it. So, you Loomises suck. If you wanted to be around Tracy, you would have been. I had no problems against it. Tracy didn't want you here. Get to know that. It wasn't me. So
I don't know how we got on that subject, but back to the fish.
No, that needed to be said. It really needed to be said. Because I get these messages every once in a while. You've kept Tracy from us. No, I haven't. If I kept Tracy from the Loomis family, the whole year that she was not living here, she would have gotten a hold of you. Okay? I have not kept Tracy from the Loomis family. You know what I've kept her from? The degradation and the loserness of that family should not be around and does not need to be around my children.
All right. So
No,
Colin
stop.
Doyle asked me about snails. Asked me how he can get rid of snails. There are two ways. One, salt. Two,
Salt
Dimolin.
works really well.
Dimolin will kill snails on contact. It's usually used for anchor worms, but it will kill all crustaceans.
So you mean Dimolin X?
Yes, that's one type. But Dimolin is
Dimolin itself is no longer around, and it used to be a cheap variation. It's Dimolin X or nothing now. So it's like $110 for a 1 gallon jug, and 1 gallon will clear out a pond.
Mm-hmm.
So
hope that answers your question. People are asking what I'm drinking. This is a concoction.
well, no, what'd you call it earlier?
I don't even remember.
A concoction of. Here, where's the swear jar? I'm going to fill this up.
Of effery.
This is a concoction of effery, he said.
It is. There's pineapples in here. There is rum with coconut liqueur, a different kind of rum. There's pineapple juice. There is coconut pineapple Dasani drops and a little bit of water. And that's what I'm drinking.
Now, do you want to talk about the disaster that hit us?
The pool heater?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
All right, let's go. All right, so.
Also some effery. But before we get into that, we got Alfie Foster for $5. He said yo-yo loaches work as well. So yes, any type of loach will destroy snails. Just putting that out there, but that depends on what fish you have in your tank. Then we got J.P. Merlot from West Virginia, right?
No, from Kentucky. The Kentucky Fish Rescue. He's a deacon. Do you not know J.P. Merlot?
He said for $5, prayers for your whole family, Big Rich, Josh, Tracy, and the rest, for patience, rest, and healing. Thanks, JP.
You know what? He's a good deacon. I don't care what people say about him. He's a good deacon.
Now about the pool heater. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so we're sitting out there, and all of a sudden, the pool went from 80, because we usually keep it 84 to 87 degrees, and Brutus loves it. And when you walk into it, it's like a warm bathtub. It's so nice. So we go out there, and it's down to 73 degrees. We're like, what's wrong? Josh goes and checks the pool heater in the basement and sees that there's water dripping out, yellow flames everywhere, coming out everywhere. I mean, it was just bad. It was like on fire almost. And it was crazy. But Josh comes, gets me, and he's like, look, this ain't working. And we tried to have it run. We had to relight the pilot, and yellow flames are out everywhere. So the gas exchange, or the heat exchanger, was cracked and letting, blue flames is what it's supposed to be. Yellow flames was coming out and making this smell all over the whole pool room. And it was knocking out the pilot light, turning off the machine. So we tried lighting it many times, and it wasn't working. Our problem was the pool is in ground. So if the water or the air temperature gets down to 52 at night, the water or the ground gets cold, and it's surrounding our pool, and it makes it cold. The problem is if we get Brutus, which is an arapaima, under 70 degrees, at 67, they start tail dropping, and then their face is up, and then they drop down and die at 67 degrees. We had it down as low as 70. We start putting every electrical heater in there we could. We tried everything. We brought in a 1900 watt generator, hooked up
9,000 watt.
9,000 watt. generator hooked up, multiple 1,000 watt heaters. None of them worked. We've been saving them forever. And none of this worked. We were able to keep it above 70 degrees for like 3 days. And then one of our followers, what's his name?
Zach
Zach Lobaum calls us or texts us and says, look, I have a spare exact same thing, 266,000 BTU pool heater sitting here spare. It's only a few months old. You're more than welcome to use it. Josh goes and picks it up. We hook it up in a night, and it's been hooked up since. And our fish have been rescued. There has been no coldness whatsoever. And today was the day we were supposed to have our thing shipped here today, and it didn't show up. So we might get it tomorrow or the day after, whatever. But Zach is fine with, use it till you don't need it. And then we can take out his and put in our new one and give him back his. Zach, you are the man. You have saved the rescue. Because, no, you don't understand. It got down to 54 degrees last night. And the pool.
Deadly.
What's that?
Could have been deadly.
Could have been deadly. The pool would have been down to about 56, 58, and it would have killed Brutus. Brutus would have just went to sleep, and that was it. They cannot stand 58 and under degrees water. So, Zach, you have saved the rescue. Thank you, brother. And as soon as we get done getting the new one, we will bring your pool heater back to you. And it's amazing. It's a great heater. Love it.
Anthony Norris for $5 said 1 duck, 2 duck, 3 duck, 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 duck.
What's the point of counting? He's just trying to get us drunk.
As 1 duck.
The 2 duck.
2 duck.
3 duck. More. You gotta love this guy.
All right. Joe Daly said, maybe useful to hook up some inline jacuzzi tub heaters randomly around the fish room. That might be true, but what we were actually wanting to do...
The problem is they're at 220, volt.
What we were wanting to do was you should always have a redundant system in place to where if your main system crashes, you have a spare heater on hand. You can flip a valve, turn on that heater, and you're good to go. So you can work on the main line while your spare is up and running. So that's what we want to do. Going. We will do that, but we've been talking about it because we're getting so big and our system's so large that we need redundancy. We have it on our pumps. We did not have it on our boiler, however. We've been talking about it. We knew it was coming. We just have not done it yet. We got lucky this time.
Our boiler looked brand new, but we've been in this house for 10 years, and they bought it for $3,500. Right before we bought the house. So it looked new, but it was dripping water. It was leaking, gas. Because it was yellow flames, not blue. It was all bad.
That heat exchanger was messed up.
It was messed up.
The smell that was coming out of that thing was not right. All right. Sulfur Lad said, Josh, OFR, Silurus Glanus, make it happen. If we can get our permit to have an albino, Chinese wells, we would gladly. But we must stay legal.
Do you not know that I'm working on that?
I do know.
I am working on a permit to have many different CITES 1 fish allowed to be here.
And invasives.
But
the thing is, they're 2 separate permits by 2 separate departments. So you departments. You have your CITES species.
Apartments I like better.
Which are like, your Asian arrows. You have, Nile perch, stuff like that. And then you have your invasives like snakeheads and Chinese wells. Not Chinese, European wells, I'm sorry.
Chinese wells are illegal.
But they're not.
They are.
European wells are illegal. Chinese
No, they're
wells.
definitely illegal. I said legal. Chinese wells are legal.
Oh, yes. I heard illegal.
Oh, yeah, you heard wrong.
All right.
Yes, Chinese wells are not illegal in Ohio. We can have one. We actually had an albino one for very long time.
He got a tumor.
You got a tumor, yes.
And we tried treating it, thinking it was something that it was not, and it just kept growing and growing and growing, and we felt so bad for it. And yes, I'm getting to it. So we have Colin Doyle for $10 said, Daddy is wasted. If I see a duck, it's getting taken down. I appreciate all the answers to my snail question. Tank is full of carnivores. My 6-inch clown loaches are the smallest.
He has 6-inch clown loaches with snails? They should eat them all.
Yes, they should.
Colin, you have the most laziest clown loaches ever. If you don't feed them, they will eat all the snails. Trust me. Start starving them.
Salford Lad says, why are fish that cannot reproduce in the wild in your country not legal? Okay, so I'm thinking he's talking about the European whales because they can live in cold climates, and if some of them got loose in our waterways, they would eat some of the top predators, and it would be basically a domino effect and disrupt the natural food chain in our area, just like zebra mussels have gotten dropped off here because of ships when they take in water and they actually balance out their ballast in the ships and say they're over there in Asia and they take in a bunch of water, they get a bunch of mussels, and they come over here, it's different salinity in the water, and they release their ballast to create a buoyancy effect, and they're actually releasing mussels into our waters, and these things have taken over. There's zebra mussels everywhere. So it's not so much as it can happen as it is what can happen. So I think they're trying to more or less stop it from happening, and they were just deemed invasive. Like, look down in Florida, you had fish such as snakeheads, and they were in the aquarium hobby forever. Like, I remember when I was younger, we used to have snakeheads, and it was completely legal. But now that they're introduced into the natural waterways down there, they are just running rampant, and they cannot keep up with it, and they are deemed an invasive species to where now if you catch them, you cannot put them back in the waterway. You have to, bank them and, not put them back. So you know what that means. So it's very, very bad. But you know what? It is the law, and we have to follow it. But if we can get our permits, that would be a sight to see, because we have had European whales here before. We've grown them out. They are awesome fish. They grow so fast. And we actually had a buddy who had a 5-foot European whales. And he is no longer with us, but he did find a home at a public aquarium. So that is at least a positive side to that story. But we have Bwizzle Aquatics for $5. He said, at Jack's Casino, visiting Cleveland, my girl. Well, if you're in Cleveland, you might as well stop by, buddy. We've seen you on the stream for, a long while. You're in Cleveland. That's about 20 minutes north of here. Bwizzle Aquatics.
Bwizzle Aquatics? No, they're not allowed here. No. You guys, come on by. If you're traveling, seriously, if you're traveling and you're going to be close to OFR, contact us. Keep contacting us. You know what I'm saying? Let us know, because I would rather give somebody a tour that is coming from out of town than 20 people that have been around here that are like just being lazy and hey, I'd like to come see the place. Well, a tour puts us out a little bit, because I got to take care of Tracy, but a tour takes about an hour to show you all the fish. So, it's a give and take thing. I would really like for people that are traveling through to get a hold of me, and I can, if you're from Georgia, Florida, California, wherever, and you're in town for the weekend, please get a hold of us. I'd love to show you the rescue, I don't know how else I can say that.
So we have Helen Inglis. She says if they give you permits, it means people would be able to give you the fish instead of releasing them into the wild. Everybody wins.
See, that's the perfect thing. We talked to the
Department
AGA,
of Agriculture.
Department of Agriculture, and we got a contact there, and he gives me 72 hours of holding illegal fish. And then he gives me a list of places that we can take them. Well, the places that we can take them have this permit that we're wanting. That way we can keep the fish and nobody gets in trouble. You can turn in any fish and nobody has your name, and we can keep it here. You can watch it grow. You can help, all that kind of stuff. And we have fish that the, normal hobbyist doesn't. So you want to see our style of fish. That would be great.
Bless you.
Oh my God, thank you.
So we have AJ. He said, you guys should have thrown the Goliath Tiger Fish in the monster pond right away. So here's the reason why we didn't. If we would have thrown that tiger fish in the monster pond, for one,
he would have got
maroon sharks would have eaten him whole. Two,
and so would a Goliath.
Brutus would have went up to him, snacked on him, tried to do whatever he wanted to do. The platinum alligator gar would have went up and nipped on him.
Oh, definitely. And the big alligator gar would have swallowed him.
Whenever we add a fish into the monster pond, they must be able to survive for 3 days of being brutally attacked.
Dude, you got to understand. You guys aren't here, and all you guys are like, oh, put the pacu in the 58,000. Put the iridescent in the 58,000. You people don't know. We're here and we're living life. We know that we cannot put pacu in the 58,000 gallon pond because there's like 16 lights in there and they will chew on every cord and electrocute themselves.
And pumps that run the
power heads.
Filters.
It's just crazy how many wires that these pacu. So no pacu ever in the pond. And it's not our fault. It's the pacu's fault. Now you want us to put, the iridescent in there or the whatever. Well, the problem is when you have big 4-foot fish in the pond and you add a 3-foot fish, they want to kill it.
It's the new kid on the block, and it's a
Syndrome.
fish that stresses easy. This one was 2 foot. He was skinny. He was small. Even though he is
would have
fast,
gotten eaten.
But them maroon sharks are faster. I'll tell you that.
Yes,
them maroon sharks
and they're 3
are
foot.
lightning.
They're lightning fast. They are sharks. So, as little as you people think that we know, and you want to suggest this or that, trust, we've already come up with every solution or every thought that you could come up with, and then we have decided what's the best for that fish.
Because let's not only talk about that, but there is a whole aspect of, a lot of these fish that everyone wants to own, there's not a lot of information on them out there.
There is.
It's comes down to hobbyists owning them and sharing their experiences with these fish. We've been in the hobby for so long. We've pretty much owned everything that you can possibly own. Not, trying to toot my own horn, but we've had a lot of fish. We've been hobbyists. We've been collectors. Now we're doing the whole rescue side of it, and we're just trying to share our knowledge with you guys, and sometimes it's not a good idea. So,
well, just like when we tried to put Bruiser in with Brutus.
Yeah, it should work on paper.
It should have worked on paper. We had Brutus, or Bruiser was 3 foot.
Yeah.
In the Stingray pond, and so we're like, okay, we're good. He's big enough. He can go in with Brutus. Brutus was like 4.5 at the time. We put Bruiser into the pond, and this was last year. We put Bruiser into the pond, and Brutus immediately just started going after him and start, biting him on the side, and just nonstop. Well, after about 20 minutes, that stopped. So we're like, okay, we're good. They're good for the night. And we went to bed. We watched them, and we decided it was calm now and everything's fine. We woke up in the morning, and Bruiser was face up in the water, his tail straight down, and he was still alive, gasping for air. We took him out and put him back into the stingray pond in the fish room where he came from, where about 6 hours later he died. So we couldn't add anything in with Brutus because Brutus killed him. Okay. We've had other fish since. We have a arapaima in the stingray pond right now.
We were actually just had a question about Odin. What happened to Odin, the one-eyed arapaima? So if you guys remember, we had Odin, and then my dad went and rescued another arapaima. And Odin, we actually rehomed. We had a public aquarium come, and they wanted the arapaima so bad, but we also got them to take 5 pacu.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a trade-off. We got them to get their arapaima that they wanted, but they also gave a home to a bunch of our pacu.
We gave Odin a great home.
Yeah.
He's in a 30,000 gallon aquarium as opposed to our 2,000 gallon pool that he was in, you know.
Right.
So he got a great home, and now he's the big boy on the block at their show, you know, and which is awesome. That's the best I could hope for.
Which we actually have another public aquarium that's making a trip to us soon.
Oh yeah, we've got
picking up a bunch of stuff.
We got a new aquarium opening up in Georgia, and Sequest just got a hold of us. They want to, you know, get all of our spare fish for this new Georgia aquarium. And if you guys remember, we had a video of them, and one of the guys was like so slow walking the pacu to the tank. He ended up getting fired. And they assured us that they will have nothing but quality people showing up. And they just called us this week. So anything extra we got are going to the Georgia aquarium.
So yes, stay tuned for that. But like, you know, has been mentioned before, we can't film everything that we do. We can tell you about it. We can't film everything because if people don't want to be filmed.
People don't want to be filmed.
There you go.
You know, so we do what we can, and
Wait a
we
minute,
film what we can.
Wait a minute. We got Jim Sheasley, $100.
Wait, no. Just ignore Jim because, you know, he's our buddy and he comes by here all the time. Just ignore him because he's trying to bother us. Let's move on from there. No? No? Jim, we love you, brother. You sent $100?
He said,
Jim,
sorry.
you don't have $100. Stop sending us so much, brother. We love you already. You're already allowed here at any time. You are our buddy. You are our friend, and you don't need to keep sending us money. I've told you this.
He said, sorry to hear about your pool pond heater.
Aw, thanks, Jim. You're the man. You're the man. You want to tell him about his buddy that come over with him?
What about him?
Oh, Stewie and...
Great time.
Oh my God. We had such a good time last time Jim was here. He brought his buddy over and he does the perfect impersonation of Stewie from Family Guy and what's the father? Huh? Peter. Oh my God. He's so on to Peter and Stewie. And what else did he do?
Schwarzenegger?
Oh, he did Arnold Schwarzenegger. This guy was hilarious. We had so much fun that night.
You know what? We'll put the video up for the green team.
Oh, yeah. We can put it on the green team for that.
Yes, we can.
Guys, more reason to join $20 a month as opposed to just
as little as $5.
What's that?
As little as $5.
As little as $5. You can join monthly and see these extra videos that you don't see here. You know?
So we have Amy.
And the green team, they don't take out no spare money. You know, like if you put out $100, they don't take, 10%, and we only get 90. If you join the channel, it's full 100% towards us.
That was my footrest, buddy.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So we have Amy Maxwell for $10. She said, "Sorry for your loss, Josh." Well,
yeah, that was rough.
it is appreciated, but things do happen, and we have to move on. There's a bunch of other fish out there that need our help, so we're gonna keep doing what we do and learn from our mistakes, and I hope you guys do as well.
Learn from our mistakes, guys, because we try and cover all our bases. Gustin Aquatic says, "Hey, did Big Rich win that mullet contest?"
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. $500 and a T-shirt and a set of what's the glasses?
Aviators.
No.
Them little
jet.
weird.
No, stop it. They were a nice pair of glasses. I forget the name of the glasses, but I will be putting out a video.
Them on the next live stream.
I'm going. Okay, we will be putting them out there and letting you guys see. We did win the contest. There is a $500 reward coming to us, and I swore that if I won, all the people that voted for us can now come to our show, come to our place, and we will do a barbecue for all of you people. So we did win. There's going to be an OFR barbecue open to the public.
After the pond's
you're
done.
all, stop it. You're all invited.
So we have Alfie Foster for $2. Said, "What are the next big projects at OFR?" Finishing the pond! Which we actually just added 11 plants to today.
Today, me and Reaper added some plants like 4 days ago, and then me and Josh added 11 plants today. So it's getting underway. But these are all water plants and, going to cover the whole circumference of the pond. We need to do the outside of the pond and then bushes and then shrubs and, lavender and all that kind of stuff.
So we have Kirsty Louie Rob for $10. Said, "Please use this. Buy some flowers for Tracy / Rob." Well,
that's
thank you.
amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Then we have Lamb for $100. Said, "Glad to hear Tracy's doing better. Ducks, ducks, ducks. We forgot about our ducks."
Ducks to you, brother. Wait.
Or sister.
Are you done?
Or sister.
Second ducks. Oh my goodness. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Third duck? Okay.
Okay. So, speaking of future projects for the OFR, let's talk about this just a little bit.
Enclosing the back deck.
The pond.
Doing the landscaping around the pond and doing all the grass seed.
Filter 2.0. That includes the aquaponics table. Quadrupling our biomedia.
On the pond.
Tripling our mechanical filtration.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about when we redo the filter. What it's going to
bring it
do.
out of the fish room. Okay, I didn't know that.
What filter 2.0 is.
Okay, so now we also got the fourth thing is the second wetlands filter on the back pond.
If that happens, yes.
No, that's going to happen, and then we're going to have our steps going down, covering it, and we have a little section that we have to clean out once a year. That's
I've
it.
got an ultimate 30,000 calling my name. But Greg will be here tomorrow, so we'll see what comes of that.
Yeah, he might offer. He might offer to help.
No. He might not offer. He might kick us, in our behinds and say, "This is what you're doing."
That's his way. That's the way he is.
So if I say I'm going to use an ultimate 30,000, help this out, he might say, "You know what? You're not doing that. You're doing this."
You're going to do this. Yeah. Greg is a sweet guy. I mean, he really has helped us out. You know what I'm saying? He has helped us left and right.
Look at that monster pond. It's crystal clear.
Right. That monster pond is always crystal clear from his and Ed's, predatory
Wetland filter?
Wetlands filter, yes. That's just amazing.
I like to think it's from my, charm. And
Yeah, that don't work. Your charm worked so well, but Ed Bailu took over from there. Ed Bailu.
So you're telling me my charm does not filter the pond?
No.
Why not?
Your charm can't even get that guy.
You just pointed at me.
Well, I'm saying,
All right, so along with those plans, what other projects do we have? Getting a 580 up and going.
The aquaponics. We have
That's
the shelves up
filter.
now.
That's part of the filter 2.0.
When we move the filter 2.0
Yes.
out to the outside, then we can overrun it all through the...
Wait, we got to build you a duck sanctuary.
Oh, my God.
And then
I want swans. Forget... F the ducks. We're going to find them a good home, but they're too poopy for me to...
They were 2 for 25.
They were 2 for 25. They got me at the door. They saw me coming. This is how I know it happens for anybody. There's cute puppies at the door, cute kitties at the door. Yeah, you get nailed. That's all there is to it.
So you bought ducks because they were cute.
And from what I see, you didn't like them.
No! You showed up and you're like, I got ducks. You're going to like it.
No. I said, I've got something you're going to love. Go check out the van. And you open up there and you're like, what the F? These are ducks. Everyone's laughing their butt off.
Everyone's seen it in my eyes. I'm just like, why would you buy ducks? We have ducks that come every year.
We do have ducks that come every year. Canadian geese. They show up, they have babies, and they leave. It's awesome.
You just wanted more, so I let you do your thing,
That was the worst thing you could ever have done. These things are horrible. They poop all day, all night, all evening.
Swear jar.
They swear constantly. They're horrible. They're just muddy ducks. Yes, they do.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, they do. They're horrible.
Oh, man. Yes, Ross Dingle said Josh's expression was priceless. It was.
Josh, what?
He said my expression was priceless about the ducks.
Yeah, it was.
It was terrible.
No, it was priceless.
All right, let's read a few more questions before we have to sign off for the night, guys.
No. I'm going to say right now, Ross Dingle and Southward Land are wrong. Baby ducks do not poop like
Baby
the
swans?
ducks, the baby swans do not poop like swan or ducks do. Because I want a baby swan, and they're just beautiful, and they're amazing, and they just want to kiss you and love you and hold on to you. And,
duck poop less as they get older. That's what they just said.
They said duck poop less?
Yes.
Well, as they're young.
And someone just said, no, they don't.
You people suck. Let me have my dream. I want a pair of swans, okay?
Right, so Racy24 said, can you give us any idea roughly how much the Aquascape guys charge? Shaq's build looked like it cost a few bucks.
Oh, so, Shaq's build was over $1 million.
If I think you have one too many zeros on there.
No.
150 grand.
No. Shaq's build was like $150 million. If he was to charge. He did not charge.
I think it was 150,000.
You are so wrong.
I think it was 150,000.
You're wrong.
I think it was 150,000.
Greg will be here tomorrow. We'll ask him.
$10. Jesus. All right, so I'm getting $20 out of this guy tomorrow.
He's so lying.
All right.
So you're saying if I was to charge Shaq to build that pond, it wouldn't be more than $100,000.
If you wanted Shaq's pond, it would be about $150,000. If you wanted our pond in the backyard, it would probably be about $120,000 with a little bit of landscaping on the outside.
Yeah, you're so wrong.
No.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Gravy Davy for $5. Said, I've been ducking these water changes in my fish room way too long. Always look forward to Fishy Fridays. Cheers, fella. Well, here's cheers to you.
Cheers to you ducking your,
All
responsibilities.
Right. And the last comment of the night. Salford Lad said, Josh, the easiest $10 ever.
Oh, stop it. So wrong. So wrong. You tune in tomorrow because it's going to be different.
We will post the answer on the community tab and our Facebook. But with that being said, we got to go check on Mom. Wait, we got
No, it's only
Strong.
8 o'clock.
Yes.
We go till 8:30.
No, we start at 6:30 and go until 8. But we have Rody Strong. We can welcome him to the green team. If you want to stay in here and stay on the live stream, I will go check on Mom, and you can stay in here.
No, we go until
8 o'clock.
What's his name's
SC
Aquatics video. Now,
Yes.
What time does that start?
He's usually on at 8:30, but we started at 6:30. We got Jim Sheasley for another $50, and he didn't say anything.
I love you, Jim. You're the man, brother.
Why
Yeah,
would
we
you
go
do that?
till 8:30 because he starts at 8:30 for Jim Sheasley.
It's Friday night. I've got plans.
No, we got another half hour.
You've got another half hour. We might
I'm
be
telling
fighting.
you,
We might
this
be
is
fighting.
this is every Friday.
We might be fighting.
I'm just saying, this is every Friday. This is what we do.
We went from an hour stream to an hour and a half stream. Yes, sir.
Okay, D Ham says, how come no one
I'm gonna go check on.
else is complaining about the
back.
voice problem that is not connecting
There
with
is
the
no
video?
voice problem. Refresh.
I don't understand. Refresh it,
I'll
brother.
be right back, guys.
I don't see that. Colin Hill says, hello from Toronto. Canada, love the channel. Now Josh has a girlfriend he wants to bet. Well, Josh's girlfriend is a sweetheart. She is so sweet. She is such a nice girl. And she actually came up to me and thanked me that her boyfriend has a 8-pack. I'm like, well, I didn't plan on that. Oh my goodness, that was fun. Salford Lad says, this is the best OFR stream ever. Joe Daly says, yep, when we're going to see his girlfriend on the video again. She's coming soon. She's doing her, right now she's doing her, what do you call that? At the end of the year, you've got, tests. I forget the name of them, but she's doing her test right now and can't be around for about a week. Yes, Brooke Hawley said she was on the boat ride video. Yes, she was. Tenarian Dancy. He says, welcome to the Tiger Shovelnose. That's one of our mods. He's the one that comes up with everybody, every Thursday, he comes up with the thumbnail for Friday. So, he does a lot. He works his butt off. Let me see. Gravy Davis says, Josh has the 6-pack, Big Rich has the K. Hell yeah. That's so funny. Zach Olson says, hi, Ohio Fish Rescue. Cool. Hey, guys. I love hanging out with you guys. We're having such a good time. That's good stuff. Uh-oh. Southwood Lad says, Rich, did Josh steal 2 of his pack from yours? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Helen English says, glad he's got a good woman. He deserves to be happy. That would be Josh. You know, she's a sweetheart. She's actually, I met Dave, her father, way back in 1981, and we hung out. And now that it's like 30 years later, they met on Match.com. And she's like, do you know who I am? And he's like, no. And next thing you know, he comes to me, and I'm like, what's her last name? And she said, Demeter. I'm like, oh, heck no. There's no way. And next thing you know, it turns out she's Sheila Demeter's daughter, you know, and Dave Demeter is the dude that I used to hang with. Oh my God, 30 years ago. It's amazing.
We got a celebrity guest.
Who's that?
Oh, who's that? We got this guy. Diesel!
Oh, Diesel's here.
Say hi, Diesel. All right. Let me get back to this. Oh, that's your phone. See, that's why we don't have the same phones, buddy. Happens too many times in a day.
Helen Eagle says, Diesel!
Pat Ham, did you get Tenarian dancing?
What's up, bud? Yes, I did.
Welcome to the green team.
What's up, buddy? Hi. He's such a big guy.
Hey, buddy. You want a tape table? What are you going to do over there?
Oh, he's like a pit bull. He's just pulling.
You can't even be seen on camera, bud. There you go. Now everyone can see you. There you are. All right. Let's see if I can
Christopher H. says, Big Rich, this is my second live stream I've ever watched. Do you ever play one of your guitars on here? I'd love to hear you play some Judas Priest riffs. You know what? I can play some Judas Priest riffs.
Diesel is a miniature pincher. He is actually a merle, so that's what is this color. This is called a merle, but he's also a merle rust because he has this red color in his face. He's super rare, and his name is Diesel. Super cute, though. This is as big as he will get. He won't get no bigger.
That's as big as he gets. Let me see him.
He's so tiny.
He's so tiny.
Let me take his leash off. I just took him outside.
I got him. Ow, 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 ouch. What's up, Diesel? Hi, baby. Look how little you are. You are so tiny. Look how little you are. You are just the tiniest little thing. Mwah. All right, Josh, you ready to take over?
Yeah. Did you smell his breath?
No, I didn't smell his breath.
It stinks.
It stinks.
It stinks.
Diesel.
So, I don't know why, but a dog that small has some stinky breath. It'll clear out a room.
Oh, my
it's
God.
Terrible.
It is bad. It is really bad.
So, we see A617 said, we've never seen Big Rich on the guitar or the zip line. We got to get you on the guitar or on the zip line playing the guitar.
I can do that. I can do that. There you go.
All right, so I have a question for you guys. All right.
What's that?
So I'm supposed to be going to Jamaica next month in like a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
would you guys want to see videos of me in Jamaica going snorkeling and all this fun stuff? Or do you want to keep it fishy related, OFR only?
Good answer.
So you guys let me know, because I'm supposed to be going, jumping into a hole that the only way out is you climb up this rickety rope. And if you jump in, you gotta be able to climb out. So if you don't have upper body strength and you can't climb out, you're not getting out. But I think it'd be fun. I mean, I can see the answers going both ways, but we're gonna leave it up to our people.
They're saying yes. I've seen like 17 yeses.
But I did post my video of going diving with manatees, and not a lot of people watched it. Which I thought that video was great.
I thought that video was awesome, and not many people videoed, or questioned on that video. I thought that video was going to, number one, because who doesn't get to see a manatee? And the fact that we saw the manatee, and you touched it, the butt.
I touched the butt. Hi, Diesel. All right, so I'll probably make a couple videos in Jamaica. But, it might be back and forth to where, you get one from him, one from me, something like that. Who knows? Just film what you do and people will watch. Yes, that is true. Josh should do a live while you're in Jamaica. That's probably not a good idea.
Why?
Because, it's all inclusive, and the second I get off that plane, there's going to be a drink in my hand.
So you got a drink in your hand, you got it made in the shade, all you need is that one man.
Well, I'm actually taking my girlfriend for her birthday to Jamaica. So, I got all three.
So, what you're saying is, you don't need to listen to no Van Halen lyrics. Period.
I'm just saying, it's going to be an experience. But it should be fun, because where we're staying is at the 7-mile long beach, and it's supposed to be some of the best snorkeling.
And you're trying to tell your woman that you've got the biggest...
Shut up.
Not on a 7-mile long beach.
You can't fight facts!
Not on a 7-mile long beach. There's no one got that length. Oh, he's funny.
All right, we got Alfie Foster, OFR on tour. Yes. I will definitely be doing OFR on tour videos. That's actually a good title. OFR on tour, Jamaica. That could
Wait
be
a minute.
used.
GSA 0318 says bow chicka wow wow.
In Jamaica.
Oh my
man.
goodness.
All right. Joe Daly said what he's saying is he's barely going to be leaving the hotel room. That's false. I've got activities planned for all sorts of days.
For the whole weekend, you got activities plans? We could be brothers.
10 days. I'm having a lot of fun. Con Worker 1, he sent us the tiger fish. Said, my daughter got married in Jamaica. Stay on the resort, though. Yeah, so I heard there's a lot of bad things about Jamaica if you travel off the resorts. But you know what? You only live once. And I've already booked to travel off the resort. See, that's the only way I'm diving in the deep, dark hole that you have to crawl out on the raggedy rope. I gotta do it.
Gotta do it.
I gotta jump in the hole with the camera and show everyone me climbing out.
You can't climb out.
I'm not.
You don't have the upper body strength.
I might be too drunk. Oh, Diesel's tired. Wouldn't that be something? I dive in there and I can't climb out?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
This whole
Help me.
Help life alert. So this whole
I'm
last
falling
year
and I
working
can't
out
get up.
has been for nothing. Diesel. All right, let's read a few more questions. It's 8:15. Augustin's Aquatic says it might be a rated R video.
Alfie
Delta
Foster.
Charlie said, any fish-related plans while in Jamaica? I'm going snorkeling. I'm going deep-sea fishing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Do we have any OFR fans from Jamaica? That'd be awesome.
Alfie, you can hang out.
Hashtag OFR on tour.
Right. We go down there and we hang out with you. Yeah, it'd be nice.
That would be cool.
There you go.
I've already read that. Mimi said, how do you join the green team? There was an option up to, but it disappeared. So I'm pretty sure when you click the main YouTube channel, underneath the name, there will be a little thing that says join. You can join there. If anybody else can help her out, it would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, once you join, you can join, and it'll be like daily or weekly, and we can, structure it from there. So, anything you can do will be helpful.
Oh, Conworker one said, I meant to say, stay away from the bad areas. You could be kidnapped. You're a star. Well, I'm supposed to be going to Negril, which is like I want to say the Rastafarian type, side of the island where, it's all peace, love, and happiness, the Bob Marley type.
So you're going to where the weed is legal?
I don't know about that, but, it's where, there's a lot of nice resorts, a lot of nice people. You can kind of venture off and not get kidnapped or, robbed. But if you go into other parts of Jamaica, it can be really, really bad. Which, when you buy a ticket to Jamaica, it says, Level 4 travel advisory. Do not travel to Jamaica.
That's crazy.
All right. Diesel. Why are you so cute? He was meant for the camera, and you guys know it. All right, Devin Horton said, definitely do a deep sea fishing video. So I don't even know what is able to be caught out there, but I just want to go just to have fun. And it's paid for because I already paid for the resort, and they have charters that go out and go deep sea fishing. So I'm going to take advantage of it and go. So I already paid for it.
Cool.
Is Big Rich going with or staying home with Diesel and Tracy?
Going with what?
To Jamaica. Are you coming to Jamaica?
No, I was told I have to stay home, and then I have to take care of Diesel and Tracy. And this is for my own son that I thought I raised good and everything was great, and he's going to take me to Jamaica. No, it didn't work out.
But we will plan another trip soon that,
Lies.
is closer that we can all go on. We'll even get Diesel. We'll get my brother. We'll get my other brother. Diesel, what are you doing?
Oh, lies.
You're being a little rascal now. Wow.
What's up, buddy?
Your breath stinks, dog.
What's up, buddy?
I don't understand how his breath smells so bad. All right, so
Well,
I think...
have you shown people that he does lick your balls?
He does not. I don't know what you're talking
And then
about,
your
buddy.
breath says...
Is that why you like the
that-
dog so much?
That's why you like the dog so much.
I don't think so, buddy. All right, so on that note, I think we've had a fun enough night. If you guys want to go ahead and head over to SC Aquatics
Steven
Livestream.
Aquatics,
We
SC
will be
Aquatics.
on there. We will be joining, so come and join the fun. We appreciate you guys for coming in every Friday and joining the Fishy
And
family.
love you guys having it, hanging out here. It's awesome. It's fun.
So as always,
Stay fishy, my friends.